Hello Flostube, my name is Tamara and welcome on my YouTube channel Tamara Cross Stitch. In today's video I wanted to have autumn parade, meaning that I wanted to show you what I have stitched this autumn. I used to do this, meaning I used to do a video in the end of every season showing what I have stitched by the end of the season, as I do a lot of stitching connected with seasonality, or how to call it. Okay, that's why I wanted to kind of wrap up the autumn stitching and tell you about my some of the plans for winter, better saying Christmas stitching. If to speak numerically, I mean like the number of the items, I don't have so many, so it's 8, yes, throughout 3 months it's 8 finished designs, but I don't pay attention to the number of the designs I finished. I pay attention to the how do I say, to what designs I have finished, and this autumn I managed to fulfill my dreams, some of my dreams. I mean, like, I finished some designs which I wanted very much to stitch and finish for some time. Okay, let's start with the small designs. Firstly, I wanted to show you 2 hearts from Mill Hill. By the way, out of 8 or 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 8 designs stitched, 5 are Mill Hills. Smaller, bigger, but we have Mill Hills, which means that more than half of the designs, this autumn's designs, are Mill Hill designs. Okay, so heart. I love Halloween heart and I love stitching heart. These are the 2 last hearts out of a series of 5 which I have stitched so far. I mean, like, there are 6 in the series, but I bought only 5 because I don't like the music one. Yeah. So both of them have already felt here. The change which I made on the ones which had this hanging loop from petites, I mean the small beads, I changed it into bigger beads because I don't like how the petites look like when you're making this loop. And here it is. The whole series of 5 I'm going to show you in the end of December, when I'm filming my parade video, when I'm like showing what I have stitched throughout the year. Okay, another design. Let me take the pin cushion. Nutty Squirrels. It's a newly released design. I remember when I saw this one being released, I liked it like from the first moment, and I said, okay, I'm going to buy this one, stitch this one not on the perforated paper, but stitch it on like a fabric, because I had a leftover of this fabric which I used in the Victoria Sampler Autumn box. Yes, so I had a piece of this one. It was enough for such a pin cushion, you know. I didn't want to throw it because I realized that it can be useful for something. And when I saw these squirrels, I said, okay, they are going to be a pin cushion. Purchased the kit and stitched it. A quick, nice, very nice stitching. By the way, as strange as it may sound, I don't have Mill Hill designs finished into pin cushions. I know it's a very popular finishing, it's a popular thing to do, but I don't know why I don't have them finished like this. I like this one very much, meaning I like how it looks, I like everything, so I think I will have many more finishes like this. Okay, the next one also, it's a Mill Hill, but it's not a kit, it's a Mill Hill chart, which was taken from the book 25 Designs when Witchelt was 40 years anniversary, something like this. This is Jim Shore's design. I wouldn't say it's by Jim Shore's designs, because there is such a lucky black cat in his statues and figurines, and I like very much when it's possible to buy the figurine and to stitch the design as well. So yeah, I had the book first, I decided to stitch this one, and then I found the cat this is how it worked in my case. Here I changed the Jobelin, which was according to the key, because the original one I couldn't find. I suppose that one is out of print, but I had in stock, in stash, not in stock, I'm not a shop, in stash, such a yellowish Jobelin, also it's Jobelin, and I stitched on it. Thanks God I was able to find this buttons, because the buttons are also a hard to find thing now. Maybe they are going to reprint them, I hope so, because it's sad. It's sad that a lot of things are going out of print. A lot of beautiful things are going out of print. And I finished it into a frame, because in a previous video where I showed all my Halloween designs, I kind of made already the how to say, the composition for Halloween, and this one was already there. Okay, and one more design from Mill Hill, and also it's a Jim Shore design. This is such a harvest trio, a stack of blackbirds, a design I had in my stash for many years. Chart of this one still you can buy on 1 2 3 Stitch. The thing is that unfortunately the fabric is out of print, but you can use any raw linen, 28th count, or if it's 27th count even, it goes okay. And you can cut it like this, and you can make a bell pull without these things on the margins, so it's not a big deal. Believe me, it's not a big deal. And the buttons, again, the Jim Shore buttons, they're also a hard to find thing. But again, if you like the design very much, you can stitch it without them. Yes, they are nice, they complement the design, but they are not the main heroes in this design. The birds are, and the beautiful pumpkin. So yeah, if you want to stitch this design, you can buy the the chart and buy yourself, or if you have in your stash, take a piece of raw fabric, raw linen, and the beads you can find. The threads are DMC, so yeah, no big thing. And yes, I have also these birds as a figurine, as a statue, because I wanted them, as I said, quite a lot. And this is everything about the Mill Hill. Okay, besides Mill Hill, I have Just Nan. I always have Just Nan, you would say, but this time I don't have a lot of Just Nan. But I have something which I wanted a lot, I would say. I have the treat box. This was a great wish of mine, and fortunately I was able to buy Pamela's Final Touches with the materials. So what I had to find and improvise was the chart with the embellishment pack. The embellishment pack was necessary, which was necessary. It was such a charm witch's hat, which I took from a different design. I showed you in my videos which one from. I know that in the original kit it's not colored like this colors, but it's the same charm. That's why I didn't even bother recoloring it, because it's beautiful as it is. And the full moon bead, this one I found and I purchased, yes. And the rest of the materials I had in the Pamela's Final Touches, which, as I said, it was a blessing for me. This box was easier to stitch and finish than the Scream House, I would tell you from the very beginning. First of all, not so much stitching, and it's easy, more or less easy stitching. So these are the sides, how they look like, the fans, and it was a great dream and wish of mine to finish this design, to stitch and finish this design. And this is the lid, the top of the lid, and the bottom, it's plain, it just has the word boo and the spider. And inside, when you open it like this, there is a pumpkin, which is a pink cushion. Really nice. I'm like a little child, you know, playing with all these things. Yeah, I like them, I admit. If I wouldn't have liked them, I wouldn't have tried so hard to finish them, to stitch and finish them. So the trick or treat box, and this Scream House, yes, one of the difficult designs by just then, like long time to stitch as it was much stitching, and difficult to finish as it required a lot of time spending to finish it. But thanks God I have it. This one was stitched from scratch by me because unfortunately it's a rare find. It was an exclusive for the shop Silver Needle. It's a rare find and it's an expensive find, if it's a find. That's why I did my best. I even made this button, you know, I made it by myself. I did my best so that I would have this one. Why do I say it's I don't want to discourage anybody. When you say, for example, I want to stitch this one, I don't discourage anybody. You know, if you really want it, I won't, how they say, my complaints that it's difficult won't turn you around and won't make you give up this design. I'm just warning you. Why it was, for example, when I started stitching these parts, I mean, like you have to stitch the 4 walls, which have quite a lot of stitching, you know, quite a lot. And then the roof, the 4 parts of the roof, which also have, even the bottom looks how much stitching it has, yes? And that's not everything, because inside also has stitched parts. I love very much about the thing about opening this one, you know, it's like... And inside it's less than the outside. It's another color of linen, but again, there is stitching here as well, you know, my pumpkin stack. And finishing itself, I don't know why, the finishing for me also, it was a long time. For this one, I needed like a day. And when I say a day, it means the time when my child is at school, because when he's at home, I'm not finishing anything because he's driving me crazy, asking for something, coming, watching, asking. It's just, I need concentration. Yes. This one, it took me 3 days, I think, 2 or 3 days to finish this one, like the time I had like for finishing. Yeah, it was a tough nut, how to call it, but it was nice. And as I said, I don't regret a bit. It was a great dream and wish of mine to finish this one, and I have it. Okay, and these designs, which I already showed to you, all of them are finished. So out of 8 designs stitched this autumn, 7 of them are finished. Only 1 is not finished, and I'm not going to finish it by myself. This is going to be a professional finishing. This is Autumn on the Farm by Busila. Yes, it was the kit. It was a great wish of mine to stitch this one. It was kind of a second part, or how they say, yes, of this one, because I have also, it's the same how they say, the picture, the initial picture painting. It was made by Erin Dirtner. So I had the spring one. I think this is the spring one, which I stitched in spring. And I wanted very much the autumn one. It was difficult to find the kit for this one, but I found it. And as soon as I found the kit for the autumn, which was last autumn, I said, okay, next year I'm going to stitch them both. Honestly, I like this one more than the spring one. This one is larger. It asked for much more time to be stitched. It has a lot of back stitch, but nevertheless, it's my favorite out of these 2. And I know why, because autumn is my favorite season. So no secret here. It was a great pleasure for me to stitch this one. I enjoyed it deeply. So yes, I'm very happy that I fulfilled this dream of mine by stitching these 2 designs. And that's everything about the autumn designs, and let's go to the winter Christmas designs. My cross-stitch plans, I mean winter cross-stitch plans 24-25. There are not a lot, but I want to show you today. That's why I hope it's going to be still the finishes of 24. And mostly these are Christmas designs, because I like very much like the end of November, the whole December stitch Christmas. And January, for me it's very difficult to concentrate and stitch Christmas. I can stitch winter, still January, but February I'm very eager to stitch already something springy. Okay, let's start with the beginning. I will stitch just nan. Yes, some designs which I was like very much been waiting to stitch, and this one of the designs is Gingham Christmas, such a design. I purchased it, I think, 2.5 years already, so quite a lot of time ago, taking into consideration that it was a design which I wanted very, very much, and I managed to purchase. I didn't stitch it, I would say, immediately, but since I have it, every Christmas I'm thinking about it. So this Christmas I said that okay, I'm going to take it and stitch it. So probably those who stitch just nan, you know that this design is pretty special because it comes with the linen and the embellishment pack, which is kind of precious, I would say. Yes, and it's you are pretty lucky if you manage to get both of them, I mean. And I tried very much to get them both. The linen which is used here is Gingham Red by Graziano, an Italian brand. I think they are making it even nowadays, but it's pretty difficult to find, so you have to look a lot to find this linen, I mean separately, and that's why like finding this one, it's going to be a blessing for you. So inside, actually, so here it's just the chart, the usual just nan chart you are used to, yes. And here it's such a thing, I don't know how to show it to you. You see? So here it's kind of, you open like this, and you have the linen. It's not a big piece. This would be the linen, which is for the. This is the embellishment pack, which consists of beads, 3 colors, and some, I don't know how they're called. Just a second, I'll tell you how they're called. Gold stars, like bigger and smaller gold stars. Okay, and here I found a surprise. Honestly, I didn't know about the existence of this one. So when you open this one like this, there is a chart here, Christmas corners. And for this design, they don't ask for this linen because they would have given a bigger piece. They ask for, just a sec, I will say, natural brown linen. I tried to look for the and the threads which you are using are the threads which I used in this design, some of them, not all of them, and I was kind of curious to see how this one looks like. I was surprised that I almost didn't find anything about this design, and you know, I was looking at it and I thought, okay, it's going to be nice to make this one, to finish this one into biscornu, and you won't believe the only finished design of this chart I found, it was finished in a biscornu, and I said okay, so I'm going to stitch that one as well, finish into a biscornu. And for it, from the little pieces of linen which I have, I mean the leftovers, you know, I found this one. I'm not sure which color this one is, but I think it's going to be nice, although I think a darker color also will work. But I found this one. I think it's wide enough because that one is not large, it's 28th count, so I think I'm going to stitch on this one, the little thing, and finish it into biscornu. So this design will bring me to finished products. Will have to bring me to finished products. Okay, the materials, because I got like ready seriously and not very seriously, and you'll see soon why. So the threads which I needed here are DMC threads, a lot of them. Let me check for the two, if I can show you. Yeah, I can. Look, it can be stitched either in DMC or in anchor. It has a lot of DMCs, and it needs DMC pearl cotton white in the 12 and in the 8. I found them because I have them. This one is small, but I'm using it so that I would finish it. I have a new one, but I don't want to use it. I hate when they are becoming like smaller and smaller, that this one is falling apart, and I don't know what to do with it, so that I would know which thread is this one. I used to put it inside, but I don't know. If you know a better idea, just tell me. Also, cranik is needed here. It's 002 high luster, very fine number 4 braid. I had it, you see it's not new, but I had it. And these new ones, it means that the old ones are finishing, and I just pulled some new ones which I already had in my stash. And with everything which I told you, still I don't have all of the materials, because apparently 2 Karens are needed here. Karen wildflowers, not water lilies, not impressions, but Karen wildflowers. It's 100 Snow White and 043 Pine Forest. So yes, I ordered these ones. I hope they are going to come soon, in time. But anyway, I have things to stitch. This one, it's not like a super duper necessary thing. Like if I don't have those 2 Karens, I cannot stitch the design. So I'll be able to stitch the design as well. So yes, this one. Finishing, yes, because when I start stitching something, I don't know if it's strange or not, but I'm thinking about finishing as well. Here it's finished in a frame. I don't know, I still have in mind finishing it into a belt pull. I tend to think that these seasonal designs, especially winter ones, they deserve to be finished into belt pulls, because they are displayed for a couple of months. In my case, this is December and January. In February, I already think about changing everything, because I cannot stand the, you know, like the winter Christmas decorations. I'm thinking already of changing. So yes, I'm thinking about the belt pull, but I'll have it like finished, and then I'll decide what I'll have with this one. So this would be the Gingham Christmas, a design. By the way, about this fabric, the Gingham fabric, this one is not an easy fabric to stitch on. I have already stitched a design, the tulips, I don't know how it's called, you know, like square one, and for me it was pretty difficult to stitch on this fabric, but the result, I mean the outcome, is super beautiful. Yes, and what I'm intending to stitch is going to be a jewel in my crown. This is Christmas Workshop, a pretty rare design. This is an exclusive, guess for whom? Of course, silver needle. In which year? 2007. And this was a unicorn, as it is used to say, because honestly, I didn't even dream that I will have the opportunity to stitch this one with the original materials. And a year ago, I think, yes, less than a year, I don't remember exactly, but not a long time ago, I had the opportunity to catch this one and buy it for a super decent price. So thank you, whoever sold it for this. And this one is stitched on. Let me show you what I had. So first of all, it comes the chart. Yes, it comes the chart. The chart has the embellishment pack here, so beads, golden beads, and 4 charms. Also, the chart has 2 pieces of guess what, gingham linen. These are going to be the base, you see, because the inside base and the outside base, they are on gingham. And besides this one, I mean the chart with the embellishment and the 2 pieces of fabric, the pack which was sold contained a piece of raw linen, which is Gratiano linen, because this one being Gratiano, you will need also Gratiano for the sides, because they will match. So there was a piece of raw Gratiano linen, which is going to be enough to stitch the walls, I mean the sides. Also, the pack had Pamela's Final Touch. I already had the opportunity to work with such a kit, and it's very nice. So here are 2 pieces of so the instructions, paper instructions, I mean, the interfusible facing and all the things you have to use for the underneath jobs. 2 pieces of wool. This is Wix Dye Works wool. I don't know if I told you, but I was intending to stitch this one from scratch. That's why this wool I already have in my stash. I bought it, and what else? I had something else like purchased for this one. And this is some Londonderry thread, which is going to be used to stitch, you know, like the 2 parts, because you have to stitch the inside, the outside, and then put them together, something like this. And also the pack I purchased, so in the pack it was like the threads, I mean DMC threads, which have to be used for this design. They were here. I'm not sure that they are enough, but I have my own DMC threads, so I'm going to fill in if it's not enough. And here there are like 6 Wix Dye Wix colors which have to be used. And because I got ready for this design earlier, I purchased this Wix Dye Works. This is Mocha, this is Collared, Hunter, Straw, Cocoa, and Juniper. Juniper, there are 2 of them. No, it's 1, but they used 2 pieces of cardboard, but it's 1. It was probably a mistake when they were packing them. So this is my purchase from everything I showed you so far. This is the Juniper I had in my stash, the leftover. Also in the pack it was this precious thing. The box contains, let me show you what it has. This cap, I don't know how correctly to call it, probably a cap. This one is going to be used on the top, so you don't use ribbons for this one to put it together. You're just gathering it and you're putting this cap on top. This is super great. Then there is a star. This is wax star, because it's going to be pocket, one of the pockets, inside pockets, like here is going to have the star, which has to be put inside. And there is some ribbon, I suppose it's silk ribbon. This is 2 millimeters, it's not 4, burgundy ribbon, which has to be used like here. So in some things which have to be added here. So yes, nice, really nice. I was like super thrilled when I purchased this one. And what I added also to this design, this is a cutter, because you know, like the clover cutter, which has to be added in one of the pockets. You have to put like the ribbon here, and you put it like in one of the pockets. And also I have some charms, because I a bit disagree with the usage of charms here. You'll say, oh, it's you again with your ideas. The thing is that here, the inside, you have to use a golden snowflake, which comes on the top of you see Christmas tree, which is made of from wool. Okay, I do agree, it has the logics, but the rest of them, it's a pair of scissors, it's a peacock, and it's a beehive. First I was not quite clear why they were used, what's the connection. Then I made the connection. So here is a beehive, because inside the pocket there is the bee wax, which you use for the threads. So bee wax, beehive. Okay, at least this is my explanation. Here you are supposed to insert a needle threader. I don't have this one. I didn't think which one I'm going to use here. And it's a peacock. Okay, the peacock, it's clear because it's the logo of Just Nan. I think this is the connection. And here it's a pair of scissors, because here you have the cutter, something connected with the stitchers. Yeah. The thing is, except this snowflake, which is the top of the Christmas tree, with this three, I do not agree, because in my opinion, this is a Christmas design. So in my opinion, this one needs only Christmas, how to say, charms here. That's why I took the liberty of buying more charms, which those 3 probably I will replace. I didn't decide 100% yet, but I think I will replace. What I have such a 3D charm, which is a deer. I have a gift, a present, a pack, a box, which is a present, which can go instead of the beehive, which also is a big one. Then I have Christmas bells. Then I have a candy cane. And I have a Christmas wreath. Yeah. So I'm thinking about replacing the 3 of them. I like these ones. Don't understand me wrongly. I like these ones very much. But I would like this one to have the Christmas theme, Christmas topic everywhere. So I have absolutely everything to start stitching, except the wildflower for these ones, but they will come and I will continue stitching. For this one, by the way, as far as I could see, there is not so much stitching. At least I thought it's not so much stitching, because for the inside, so this one has just the outlines, you see, the square ones. On the other side, which is the bottom, this is the bottom, you see, it's just the edges, a little bit like here, just the edges, and that's it. The insides, they need just here some elements and the outlines, and that's it. The outsides, they repeat themselves, they come 2 by 2. That's why when I was looking first, I couldn't understand. I thought they're kind of the same, and yes, they are, just the colors repeat. So yeah, it should be easy work, but when I start stitching it, I'm going to see if this is going to be easy work or not. And besides the designs I showed you, there are very little ones which I always would like to stitch more and more, but not all the time I have enough time for them. So I pulled out the designs which I would like to stitch from, because to stitch them all, I don't think I will have the time this winter, I mean for the small ones, but who knows, who knows. Okay, let me show you what I have. So I have such 2 designs. They are brooches, they are supposed to be brooches. You see, you stitch them in beads, they're very beautiful. They are Ukrainian, made in Ukraine. They were purchased couple, even 3 years ago, and they are not intended to be brooches, because I want to like hang thread and make decorations out of them. They're very popular, I mean in Ukraine at least. I saw a lot of them being made, beautiful ones, but I have never tried. I bought these 2 as an attempt to try and stitch them. That's why since I have purchased them every winter, I'm thinking about trying at least one, but so far no. So these ones are the candidates for stitching. Also from Ukraine, last year I purchased from Wonderland Crafts, it's called the brand. Also decorations, Christmas decorations like this, you see. So they have the wooden base already, and inside, this is a kit. Inside there is the beads and the thread, which is used to stitch here. I wanted to buy only one to try and see how it looks like, but I liked it. The designs were so beautiful because I couldn't choose between one, and I bought 3. So I have the one with the squirrel, I have the one with the snowed house, and I have the one with bells. So I would like to try at least one to stitch this winter. The rest of them are mill heel, the small mill heels. Yes, I love very much these designs, but unfortunately all the time I have not enough time to stitch them. So I have such a pair. This is the elves, the girl and the boy elf, Holly and Ollie. I like very much their legs, how their legs look like. And yeah, I hope I would like to stitch them one after the other, so that they would be together. And the beads, even the beads are like the color of the floss. Nice one. Then I have such a sleigh. This is the second sleigh I have, because one I already stitched, I mean the bluish one, beautiful one. They are 6 in the series. I don't like all of them. I don't like 2 or even 3. Don't remember exactly. I know that the ones I like, they are in my wish list on 1, 2, 3 Stitch. Probably it would be a good idea to order the others. So if I stitch this one and the other one which I like, I will have the whole series. Then I have these ones which are stitched on fabric, and you make cushions from them. And I have Santa, and I have the cardinal. And probably it would be a good idea to buy at least one more in these colors. I mean, like red, green, gold, white. I mean, at least one more to buy and have. I know that they have also this in bluish colors, and buy 3 more bluish. So I don't want to buy all of them or a lot of them. So if I would have like 2 by 2 by 2 or things like this, probably it's going to be enough for me. Okay, and I have such a series with the snow globe. I have all 6 of them because I like very much these designs. So there is a Santa globe. They are like stitched on perforated paper, and they come like a snow globe, and you know, like a snow globe. And on the base there is a little charm they have. So here is a Santa charm. Then there is the snowman globe, and it's snowflake. My favorite one is the toy shop globe, and it has a teddy here. Then it's the gingerbread house globe, which is beautiful, but I don't understand why they put here a shell. Probably it would have been a good idea to put a candy cane. And then it's the snow globe, which has it's a Christmas tree snow globe, sorry, which has a Christmas tree. And then there is the angel globe, which has a star. Beautiful. I love this one very much. I would like to stitch all the 6 of them if I will have the time. So yes, the ones from just now, as I said, are kind of a must for me this Christmas, and from this one, the small ones, I will choose whatever I will have time for. And that's everything I wanted to show you in today's video about my plans, winter plans. I hope it was interesting for you. I hope you liked the video, and see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.